One.
What's up, everybody? This is your girl, Onney the CEO, and I'm back for another week, another fire segment. And tonight's guest is, man, we go back like repeat offenders, okay? I mean, 20 years. And he is a phenomenal man. He has overcome so much and has also left so many footprints in the sand with his legacy. So I need you guys to buckle up your seatbelts because you're now plugged in, tuned in, and tapped in to Outside the Box. Now, the young man that I have on tonight's show, you may know him from his community events and giving back. You may know him from his music, or you may just know him as the guy that you see all the time but you never see anywhere. I want you guys to give it up for my friend, my throwback partner, Jay Stu.
Go back.
So I know who you are, but for those that are listening and watching, you know we are everywhere. Shout out to all of our subscribers and those that are watching us on Third Coast TV. But can you tell us who you are and what all you do?
Well, man of many hats, but some of you may know me from music. You know, I was rapping, doing distribution back in the early 2000s with a lot of local celebrities, local legends. Did a lot of music with the Lil Kikis, a lot of shows. Rest in peace to Big Pokey, SUC. So that kind of is where a lot of people know me from. Of course, before that, playing sports, basketball, Willow Ridge. Shout out to the Ridge.
Most City.
That's what they say. But you know, since then, my story, like you say, we'll get into that later. A lot of people know me from that. Trying to give back, trying to leave my print. And just be the man that, you know, my dad raised me to be.
Now, when I first met you back in 2007, 8, not to age us, not to age us or anything.
Too late for that, man.
You were really pushing your music career and everything, and you had, I mean, you still have a name, okay? Because now you have not just a name, but you have a legacy.
Thank you.
So those that know, Google them, y'all know. But okay, but then we were both kind of like in the same space. Like I started doing poetry back then, you know.
I remember.
But you were doing your music and putting out videos. You were also doing distribution for other artists. So where were you in life when you realized that music was a lane for you?
Honestly, the first show that I did, the feeling, the excitement, it was the closest thing that I got to basketball. You know, some people kind of shy away, or they can perform in the studio, write songs, but that performance is different. And for me, it was the closest thing that I can ever relate to basketball, that performing part. And that was, like you said, not to age us, the first show I did was like a talent show at, I don't know if y'all remember, the Tunnel.
Oh, that was like...
I was like, I don't think I was supposed to be in there at the time. I was like maybe 15 years old or something, but got on, performed, and ended up like adding to the verse, freestyling, you know, and I just loved it. So that's really what music did for me. It was that excitement, that adrenaline, like playing sports. So ever since that first show, I just caught the vibe, caught the feeling for it.
Now, before we go into some tough topics, since we're talking about his music, I want to let you guys peep one of his old school videos, Stand Up by Jay Stu.
Justice League.
All the guns in the world don't make you a killer. All the money in the world don't make you realer. I'ma stand stand up, stand up, stand up, nigga. Where my stand up, stand up, stand up, niggas. All the guns in the world don't make you a killer. All the money in the world don't make you realer. I'ma stand up, stand up, stand up, nigga. Where my stand up, stand up, stand up, nigga. Real niggas relate. Fake niggas be hating, ain't no need for no debating. On this G shit I be stating. When it comes to confrontation, them pussy niggas be shaking in they motherfucking boots. You so motherfucking cute. All that bark and no goddamn bite. I got all this heart and so much goddamn fight. Chip on my shoulder, you goddamn right. Clip in my holster every goddamn night. I'ma pour my fucking life into this goddamn mic. Every line I spit, every word I recite, like a lighter to the flame when I spark and ignite. You niggas couldn't last 2 days in my life. Lost my girl and I lost my son, but I'm still a fucking man, so I stand like one. Show you how to do it and I show you how to hold. Sticking to the G code, real niggas never fold. All the guns in the world don't make you a killer. All the money in the world don't make you realer. I'ma stand up, stand up, stand up, nigga. Where my stand up, stand up, stand up, niggas. All the guns.
Man, that song right there is deep in so many ways. If anyone listened to the lyrics, one of the things that you said that stood out was you lost your girl and you lost your son. But a lot of people don't know it happened simultaneously. Mm-hmm. So it was like a double whammy. Right. And if I could remember correctly, you had literally just bought a home for you guys. You were like, life was turning into what we consider normalcy, right. And structure. And right then, at the height of your career, that happened. How did you navigate through that grief during that time?
Yeah, a lot of people don't know the actual story, but you almost dead on that the house was being built, and that's actually how the accident came about. It was still, the wood frame where you could walk through it, and I just showed it to her the week before, and my son got up, 4 years old, that Sunday, September 20th, 2009, he wanted to see it. Excited, and we were all gonna go together. It was the first week of football. I can remember it like it was yesterday. And she was like, nah, you go ahead, go to the gym, play basketball. We'll go, and then we could come back and watch football. So they left out a little bit before me. And by the time I got to the intersection, the accident had already happened. And me not knowing it's them, it was blocked off right there at Beltway and the Fuquay. So I had to go around. Long story short, by the time I get to the gym, I'm like, let me call her, tell her not to go back that way because it's blocked off. Mm-hmm. And phone call wouldn't go through, and it was like right before I walked in the gym, it just hit me. I was like, that was them. Mm-hmm.
So you felt it before anybody even told you?
I felt it literally walking before I hit the door to the gym with my gym bag. I was like, I called, and I was like, let me call again, because once I get in the gym and start hooping, she's not gonna be able to reach me. And it just hit me. I went back, got in the car, drove back, and it just happened to be a guy, one of the tow truck drivers that had it blocked off. He went to Willow Ridge. He was older than me, and he recognized me. Mm-hmm. So they weren't supposed to say anything. And I was like, look, I need to know, because I couldn't see. I was like, I'm the center. Her family stay in Huntsville. Like everything go through me.
Right.
So I kind of gave a description, and he was like, yeah, it fit the description. And so that's how everything panned out. And, nobody expects to go through anything like that.
Right.
You hope you don't. Nobody wants to bury a child. But in that moment, you have to stay true to your values, true to what you believe in. Going through that, I ended up talking to so many people who had went through different things. They would reach out to me trying to help me, and I ended up finding out, that they lost a sibling or they lost a parent. And at that time, I hadn't lost a parent. Mm-hmm. So the biggest thing I took away from it was I was with my son every day. I didn't have to worry about missing time. So it's like you have to mentally be tough and train yourself. I couldn't focus on the time that I feel like I'm missing or I didn't get. I knew that I gave him all I could the time he was here.
Right. And you were awesome dad.
Thank you. I tried. I don't get everything right, but I tried.
That was one thing that you did.
Thank you.
Like I said, we go back like repeater Fenders, and to see you was to see him. He was always in that back seat of the Monte Carlo. You know what I'm saying? So I know, and it, you know, it hurt me when it happened because I could not imagine how it was to have to deal with the loss of both, you know, your son and his mother when you were building a foundation for you all.
Yes,
so how did you navigate? Like, what habits did you put in place to help you cope with anxiety or stress or depression while working on your goals while grieving? Because life don't stop because we deal with loss. Just because we fold up like something that knock us to our knees, the world keeps going.
And that's it. You really have to be true to yourself. Things that you would tell other people, even though some of it sounds cliche,
right?
You have to live by that. So I had to look at myself and say, what would I tell somebody else? And you always hear the thing like, you'll get through it. Nobody want to hear that.
But it's easier said than done.
But I looked at it like, man, if it was the other way around, like you said, how close me and my son were, and I wasn't here, the pain is really on the people left behind. You know, you feel bad because you're like, dang, you know, gone so young, or, you know, you don't expect it, but it's for those left behind. And I'm like, well, what would they want me to do? You know, what kind of example would I want to set? And it's like, you can't give up. Yes, you have your moments. Some people, it's not funny, but they'll crack jokes. They be like, man, I never see you cry. Like, you the toughest dude. And it's not that. The older I get, I cry when I'm alone.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just don't, you know, I don't show it a lot. But now you have those moments, but you can't stay down too long. That's what I tell people. You know, you have those moments, you miss certain things, 15, 20 minutes, and then you have to have a trigger, something that is your happy space, something that makes you laugh, those funny memories, to keep you motivated, because you got to go out and still achieve. You got to go out and still live.
Because that's what they would want you to do.
Right. So that's the way I look at it.
Now, how has faith played a role in being able to regulate your emotions and stay positive? Because you came from, first of all, a 2-parent home. So you already had great structure in place, which a lot of, you know, young black men don't have an opportunity to say that they had it. And your parents, you had awesome parents.
Absolutely.
And they gave you awesome foundation. Like, they were like your Bible too, because they gave you a lot of basic instructions to live by, and you applied them to life. And we'll get into how that flourished for you in a minute. But again, how did you find faith? How did faith relate to that immediate?
I think everyone knows the book of Job, you know, so you immediately, if you're not familiar with that story like that, you look into it. I mean, of course it resonates, but just like you said, the things that my parents taught me, me and my dad growing up, always together, my mom always there, and they're two different personalities, so being able to take a little bit from each of them, and then life repeats itself. So you look back on those lessons that they taught you as a kid, even though things change and the times change, the values that your parents give you, are older siblings, or people that really have a good outlook for you, it reigns true. So you have to get back to your core.
Right.
You know, going to church, hearing the word, not to sound like, you know, I'm definitely not high roller or, you know, none of that to judge anybody, but having a strong faith, a strong foundation, and staying true to your core, your heart, that's the things you need in times like that, because the pain, you're going to have those days, you know, of course we're all humans. You have emotions that want to pull you a certain way or pull you off track, but you have to stay true to what you believe in.
This is so true. And so I was just about to ask you, like, what advice could you give someone, but that basically is it. Stay true.
Stay true
to what you believe in. Now, when you lost J2, instead of disappearing from the world, you decided to host like a Christmas giveaway for all the kids in his honor. Can you tell us, like, where were you when that came together, and how did it come together?
So going back to growing up as a kid, I remember asking my dad, like, around Christmas time, you know, what you want for Christmas? We all do, you know, we don't have no money, but, you know, when you're a kid, what you want for Christmas? And him telling me nothing. I just want to see you happy. I just want to see, you know. I'm like, what? And my dad was like the neighborhood dad. You know what I mean? Like you mentioned, a lot of my friends didn't have a dad. I shared my dad with the neighborhood. But as a kid, I'm like, what's wrong with, you don't want nothing for Christmas? You know, I didn't understand it. Having my son, completely changed it. You see, it's not about you. The joy in giving, I understood it as soon as I had my own kid. So being able to do that, them 4 years with him, you know, every Christmas going out shopping, getting, you know, toys and yeah. So I would say around, the accident was September, so around October, November, holidays coming, and it hit me. I'm like, dang, I'm used to getting toys for my son. What I'm gonna do this year? So I think back then, you know, it was still Twitter. I saw a toy drive or something going on. So the original thing was I was buying toys and gonna take it there. When it came time for me to drop them off, I didn't hear from them, and then light bulb just went out. I was like, do your own thing. So started real small the first year because it was last minute. It was maybe 15 kids. We did that at Hemp's Barbershop. Shout out to Hemp's. And then I had the vision for it. I wanted it to grow. I wanted it to be a time where kids could get free stuff. They could play, have fun. And eventually, like I said, years and years and years, y'all see the video, it led to Dave and Buster's. Shout out to them, because this was not something I did the right way as far as going in looking for sponsors. This was just me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This is just me doing what I want to do, buying toys, buying more.
So you was funding
funding all of this, and then when it got to that point, Dave and Buster stepped, and they're not, people don't realize that you don't have the 501s and all this stuff. Like, you know, I didn't know nothing about all that.
Yeah.
It's just me. But Walmart stepped in, and, you know, they took the taxes off. Dave and Buster's that year, they fed them, they covered the food, they covered the room, they covered all the games. You know, just on the strength. UPS, I had a friend that worked there. They delivered 2 truckloads of toys. You know what I mean? So that was the vision I had. The first few years, it was at Hemp's Barbershop, which was great. We would go there. My dad would barbecue. It would just be like a home party. You know what I mean?
Let's show them a clip from J-Day at Hemp's Barbershop. Let's check it out.
What's up, world? Welcome to J-Day, official J-Day in the city. It's my official day. We giving back to the kids, man. It's a good thing. It's a beautiful thing. We got Surreal in the building, Jay Stu in the building. We got Jessica in the building. We got Model B Star in the building. Shout out to Hemp's Barbershop, always supporting me 6 years straight. R.I.P. J2, Wicked Cricket, Lil D, all the people we lost, man. We giving back today. Follow me.
It's my time. It's my time. It's my life. It's my life. It's my time. It's my time. It's okay. It's alright. Grind all day. Hustle all night. Damn what they say. It's my life. They gon' hate anyway. It's my time. 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 Let them haters do what they do, they can't do Stu. Let them haters do what they do if they can't do you. Me and C hit the light and we both get coops. Push button for the tip, 2 taps, no roof. Running laps on juice, 2 straps, no suit. All stacks, no loose, back to back on cue. Hey, hey. You know how a player play, maybe you don't, cause that's just what the players say. It's my time, now we on in a major way. Thank the G.O.D, cause he done made a way. Know them haters gon' hate, that's okay.
What it do is your girl Surreal, Switch House First Lady, number 1 name in the game. And right now we are at the 6th annual Christmas toy drive for my boy Jay Stu. It's going down like it do every year, you know what I'm talking about? So we got a lot of kids out here, they all getting toys. He went and bought up every Walmart, I think, and every Toys R Us. Like, it's crazy. It's going down. Holla at your girl.
Hey. Hey. It's my life. It's my life. It's my time. It's my time. It's my life. It's my life. It's my time. It's my time. It's okay. It's alright. Grind all.
Jay Stu, official J-Day. Nigga Jay Stu, man.
Today is official J-Day?
Yeah, in the city. It's stamped in the city.
Hustle all night, damn what they say. It's my life, they gon' hate anyway. It's my time. 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 Let them haters do what they do, they can't do Stu. Let them haters do what they do if they can't do you. Me and C hit the light and we both get coops. Push button for the tip.
Now, I don't quite remember, so don't let me misquote. But I know one thing you was always good with was money. And another thing you was good. That's a lot of pressure. I know, right? But when I say money, I mean like managing it. Like you were always a smart, logical, critical thinker when it came to investing and how you lived. Now, you always had nice things, but you wasn't flashy with it. Right. It's like if you knew, you knew.
Right.
Definitely. You know, so because you always been kind of like the chill, laid back, in the cut. Don't, you know, if you see me, you see me. But if you
when
don't,
you right, you right. I can't argue. Yeah.
You say when you right, you right.
You right.
So, how young were you when you first started getting into investing, and what did you decide to invest into first?
So, coming out of high school, I actually worked at Unity National Bank, black-owned bank in Missouri City. So, of course, you know, being around financial institution, you pick up things. In school, I was always good. You know, even though I hung out with everybody in the hallway, but I was going to class. I played sports. So, math was always one of my favorite subjects. So, I would say during that banking time, learning and picking up different things. And then I think, what was that, like, mid-2000s, I think that's when it kind of started. People became curious about stocks and bonds and different type of stuff like that, and finding ways to invest money and, you know,
I think thinking ahead. Just catching on.
Some people just catching on. You know, it's like, I think it's been another circle though. It was a way back then.
It's coming back.
Yeah, it's coming back.
But now, you knew something I didn't know back then.
But you know what? I'll be honest. Safe, like you say, but also, I don't know if risk taker is the right thing. Opportunist. I may not know everything about a certain field, but if it makes sense, it makes sense. If I know I can make X amount of dollars off this, I got the risk is this, and what I'm gonna take, I'll go and try it. You know what I mean? Nothing is a sure thing, but when you do your homework on it, like I tell people, you don't have to be an expert. Just talk to the people. Ask certain people the right questions. People that know. Educate yourself. Now Google knows everything.
Don't be the smartest person in the room.
Right. You know what I mean? Ask people for help. But you know, hey, if I put in this amount of dollars and I stand to make this much, make it simple. You know what I mean?
Right.
Make it simple. That's because that's the bottom line you're worried about is what can you get return on your investment. So it was about that. I took some chances, but it wasn't scary chances, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? I educated myself on one of the first things I did, which sounds crazy. I think if y'all remember back when things was shaking up with the economy, I think like around 07, 08. I think that was one of the years where actually houses actually went down, which you never see.
Right.
And I invested in gold. I like jewelry, and I knew that the price of gold had gone just from knowing.
Yeah.
And so it was like, you think about stuff like that. You can invest in stuff like that. Yeah. And so gold was one of the things that was actually skyrocketing.
Right.
And so why not? I like to wear jewelry. Why not invest in it in stock? So that was like one of the first things I did and made some money. So it's like, this easy. You know what I mean? It's this easy.
Because I knew you weren't doing nothing illegal. But cause I just knew you. I'm like, nah, he ain't messing with nothing that's gonna take away from his family. And then I'm like, he's smart. But you didn't gatekeep, but you didn't talk about it. Like if you knew, you knew.
It's when I had a conversation at the gym with one guys I play basketball with, because I be running with the young cats, and a lot of them don't realize I'm that much older than them. But he was humble enough after we got through hooping. He came and asked about something.
You still got that baby face?
I'm trying to hold on. But he came and asked questions, and we had a cool conversation. He was like, that's me. I'm like, if you want to talk, anybody, like, I'm not going to push up, you know, because some people don't want to. But if I can share something with anybody, and that's going to help them, because I think that's the biggest thing we need, especially these days in our culture, is for people to share certain knowledge and share certain things that they've been through, good or bad.
Right.
You know what I mean? If I can tell you something and that I've been through, right or wrong, and you don't have to do it, or you feel like if you do it, it'll be beneficial to you.
Right.
That's what helps. I think we all go through stuff the long, hard way and have to figure out on our own. And why? We don't have to go the long journey all the time.
Somebody can tell you is no.
Right.
You know, they can gatekeep, and then like you say, Google and AI taking over. All you gotta do is ask ChatGPT. They gonna see, even if they don't tell you the right answer, they gonna see you.
You gonna learn something, right? You gonna learn something. I guarantee you. 2 minutes on their phone.
What are some things that you put in place that strongly assisted in achieving your goals?
Oh, that's a good one. Cause I don't think I achieved all my goals yet. I think
you have achieved goals.
Right.
You ain't where you was. You could look back and see.
And some of that conversation, I'll say this: patience. And what I tell people, watching me, anybody else, watching on social media, it may look like it happened overnight.
It does look like this.
Talk to a person that's gonna shoot it to you. It doesn't. A lot of the things that if I get something today, I've probably been thinking about it for a year, 2 years, planning for it. And I know we want that instant gratification, but when you have to go through that journey, it makes it that much sweeter. When you actually plan it, and I went through that actually even with music. Before I put out my first mixtape, planning and thinking how I want the artwork to. When you up at night and thinking and strategizing, and it comes to fruition, it makes everything that much sweeter. So I know we all want
like
stuff
birthing a child.
Right, but anything. It could be, getting a new place, getting a new home, getting whatever, going to school, whatever you want to do. It's okay. Be patient. You know what I mean? And when the opportunity presents itself, be ready.
Right.
But that patience helps that because whether it's like you got to save up money for something, or whatever you got to do, be patient, think about it, and, plan. I think that's the biggest thing.
Now, I wanted to ask you, fatherhood, having another child after loss, how did you have any like anxiety, fear? How did you feel? How did you as a man, as a father, because a lot of times you guys just don't have a safe space to be vulnerable. It's looked upon as weak or man up, and you really can't really express yourself. You kind of have to, like you say, cry in the dark.
Right.
But I mean, I would think like it's exciting, but at the same time, you express how that.
No, from having my son, and like I said, going through that change of. We all, we hit a certain age, we think we grown. Then you go through some life, and becoming a father changed me. So, of course, after everything happened, dealing with that pain, I knew I would, have to be a father again if I got the opportunity. Now, you couldn't tell me having a girl would be this much fun. I never,
Listen.
Because when I had my son, everybody's like, when you don't have another kid, I was done. This is my shadow. But man, look, being a girl dad, it's like the best of both worlds because she's my shadow too. She wants to do 1 minute, she's rough and let's wrestle, and she'll pick up a basketball just because she sees me play. But that's because that bond we have. Then the next minute is pretty princess, watch me be a ballerina. So it's great.
Are you the ballerina dad?
No, I mean, she's a ballerina. Okay. But I gotta sit there. I painted her nails. I don't paint mine. No knock nobody. Painted her nails, all kind of stuff. It's so much fun. And even the older she gets, we crack jokes on each other. We constantly playing, having fun. But she's great. Always great in school. Great personality. But no. I always tell people, like, I never would have thought having a daughter, would be that much fun too. Cause Cause like I said, my son, of course, it's whatever I want to, like, we right there. But me and her the same way. We go play video games. The whole nine. So
what are some of the things being a girl dad that you are adamant about when it comes to her and how you show up for her? The example that you said.
That's a good one. I try to stay balanced with it all because, like I said, we play, we have fun, but I try to show her that love, and she gives it back. So it's almost like a competition sometimes. Sometimes she beat me to it, with the surprise hugs and that I love you, you know what I mean? So it's like I'm trying to make sure I beat her sometimes. So, she actually feels that surprise energy and know that I'm thinking about her, whether it's, text early in the morning before she go to school or surprise pick her up early from school, different type of stuff. But just to let her know, she's always supported, cared for, loved. Of course, we're going to have fun, but you try to think of making sure you're covering all the other spaces outside of just having fun and playing and that type of stuff. So just trying to be aware of it and cover all bases.
I love that. I love that for you. Speaking of that, we're gonna have a quick commercial break and do another J-Day recap on a whole different year. Let's check it out. And this one is at Dave & Buster's.
Dave & Buster's.
Jay Stu, another J-Day went down, the 7th annual official day in Houston. We made it happen again. I hope all the kids go home happy, wake up Christmas morning with their toys and able to play. Have a wonderful time, because that's what it's about.
It's my time. It's my time. It's my life. It's my life. It's my time. It's my time. It's okay. It's alright. Grind all day. Hustle all night. Damn what they say. It's my life. They gon' hate anyway. It's my time. It's my time.
Supported Jay Stu on this J-Day. I want to congratulate him. Congratulations.
It's my time. 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 Let them haters do what they do, they can't do Stu. Let them haters do what they do if they can't do you. Me and C hit the light and we both get coops. Push button for the tip, 2 taps, no roof. Running laps on juice, 2 straps, no suit. All stacks, no loose, back to back on cue. You know how a player play, maybe you don't, cause that's just what the players say. It's my time, now we on in a major way. Thank the G.O.D, cause he done made a way. Know them haters gon' hate, that's okay. Can't block, I shine, no high, no way. That's okay, haters gon' say what they gon' say. Stay on the grind, stack plenty pay, cause it's our time. Anyway, it's my
NBA Fred Aggo in the mix, 7th annual J-Day. We're here at Dave & Buster's, man. Over 1,000 toys. He does it every year. Jay Stu, shout out to you, man.
It's my time. 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 It's my time.
Man, that's so dope. I see that you did this for years and years and years, and you received proclamations and a lot of city recognition for doing that. What were some of the aha moments that you had in giving back? Because when we first think about it, it's like an ideal.
Mm-hmm.
But to sit back and actually see people impacted by it, what was that like, and what was the aha moment to know that you were just doing the right thing? I mean, that's naturally, you know that, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, I would say when you get those stories, those people that you know are genuinely there, genuinely need something, because, you know, you always get the stragglers and, you know, they make it kind of hard on you, but hearing those stories and people that grew up coming to Jada, you know what I mean? Kids that you seeing that come, and then maybe they started out coming to receive because they really need it, and now they're in a better place and they coming to help out. Whether it's, I can't bring toys, but let me come help serve food. You know what I mean? Or I could bring somebody else, or I told somebody else and they could donate toys. So when you start to hear stories like that, and it's like the community is growing together, you know what I mean? That's when you like, okay, you know what I mean? It hits you in the heart, you like, dang, you know what I mean? It's worth it.
Some kids is like, they came every year because that was the only Christmas they had. And so hearing those testimonies and knowing that you made a difference in this kid's life, because, you know, every year it got bigger and bigger and bigger. I was like, man, first of all, listen, I know you invested in gold and everything, but golly, no nonprofit, come on.
Look,
but you know what, God has blessed us so tremendously that it's not, I always say that the same people that you bless or the way you bless is not necessarily the way you're going to be blessed.
That's true.
You know, it's like it's a motion.
Right.
So if you paying it forward, you can't expect to reach back and get your blessing from. You know what I mean? Like,
absolutely. It makes sense.
So you did it, and I wanted to ask you, like, are you bringing it back? Have you thought about creating a nonprofit organization where other people can participate? I mean, because it wasn't just about giving out gifts. It was about community. It was about fellowship. It was about people feeling seen, you know, and it was a good time, and people came and they ate, and they had I mean, they took
the whole day.
pictures.
Yeah,
and
you was
like,
tired after that.
Yeah,
you was tired after that.
It was like a party where everybody got something free.
Right. And
everybody left with a souvenir. Those are the best parties.
Right.
You know?
I would love to. Like I said, it's a lot. Them last few years, you know, my daughter's so small, and she'll be running around the house looking at all the toys, thinking they for her and it.
Yeah.
But the last few years, I've just been doing smaller families. You know, if I hear a story about something happening or somebody going through something, and sometimes a couple of years it was classmates. Unfortunately, we lost a couple classmates, and you know, again, I know what that's like. People unexpected and children left behind. So, but I would love to get it back to that point. I have to look into, like you said, the proper channels this time, just because it's a lot on the pockets. But it's definitely worth it. It's definitely worth it. So hopefully I can get it back. But one thing I have noticed, it's a lot more going on in the city now. Not that I started that, you know, but back then when I was doing it, it wasn't as much. But now it's good to see you have the bigger heads in the city that are kind of spearheading their own things. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's good to know that, you know, the city's in good hands. You know, so but definitely, if I get the opportunity, I would love to.
Oh, well, that's dope. Well, I commend you. And I just want to give you your flowers. Now, before, I don't want to end this show without acknowledging, now you also have Jay's Pressure Washing. Can you tell us a little bit about that company?
So, yeah, like you said, you know me. I don't know if I can compete with you because, you know, you wear a lot of hats. But what the old folks who say, don't put all your eggs in one basket. But, just being able to do different stuff. And that's what I tell people too. Not too good to get my hands dirty or different things if I'm good at it. Whether it's a trade, a hustle, entertainment, whatever. So that was something that I picked up from my dad when I was a kid. And to me, it's an easy hustle, and it just grew and grew and grew because just like anything else, I take pride in whatever I'm doing, so I take pride in that too. So a lot of the business I get are like repeat customers that I've been doing 10 years without even really promoting it. I don't promote it the way I should. But
I always say you're only as good as your referrals, and you don't see Bentley with a lot of commercials.
That's true.
But you do see a lot of customers.
What they say, bars.
You know what I'm saying? So, and I'm not advising anyone not to promote their business or their company. But if your business is providing a great product, it will promote itself.
Right. You can't be denied.
You can't be denied. I'm only as good as my referrals, baby. Check the referrals.
Bar.
Onney Podcast Studios. Shameless plug.
Hey.
So, if that was something that you can either go back and tell your younger self or something you could do differently, what would that be?
That's a good question. You always hear that question. I've never thought about it myself. Something I could tell my younger self. You know what? I would say the patience earlier on. Being patient earlier on, because I think that's something I picked up along the way. But just like anyone else, like you said, you want to have nice things, you want to do this, do that. Learn the priorities early, and then be patient for the wants. You know what I mean? Take care of the priorities first, and be patient on the wants. You can't tell a person not to go and get stuff they want. Right. You know what I mean? Because we all work hard. If you want that nice car, whatever, but take care of your priorities first, and then put yourself on a timetable to get that want. Don't go and get it right now just because you can. Wait 2-3 months and see if you still feel the same way. But I know me at a certain age, I wasn't trying to hear that from nobody.
Right, because I ain't never seen you just not have, okay?
I don't know.
But you worked hard and you worked in silence, and I've never known you not to go out there and get it and come back with it. And you always use your brain. You was a smart thinker and you moved smart. So you've always been a great father from when I met you. And so I just wanted to have an opportunity to sit down with you, give you an opportunity to tell us your story, where you came from, and some of the things that you had to overcome. And I'm just grateful for you taking the time to be transparent with me and us having this conversation.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, indeed. So if our viewers and our watchers want to find you, you got your own Instagram page. That's J.Stewie.
Yes.
Yeah.
Stewie, Instagram.
And it's Instagram. And if you need his power washing services, make sure you check out his power washing page, Jay's Power Washing. If you click the link in the bio, you can fill out a customer form, and one of his administrators will get back to you with a price point. And I want to remind you guys that he also have a Facebook page. You can check him out on Facebook, because you know I still use Facebook. And for our younger people, you can always find him on TikTok. And if you are interested in his previous music journey or just some fun reels, check out his YouTube page, J_Stewie or J Stew. You can find him there. And I want to remind you guys that we are on multiple platforms. You can find us everywhere: Stitcher, Spreaker, Apple Music, Google Play, Third Coast TV, iHeartRadio. We are everywhere. And if you like the content, if you're listening on one of the podcast platforms and you want to see the visual, come on over to our YouTube page and hit subscribe and click the bell notification so you can be notified when we drop our next segment. Now, if you want to sit on the couch with me and share your story, we are currently casting for Outside the Box with Onney. Make sure you submit your EPK and your bio to otb.liveshow@gmail.com, and one of our casting directors will be sure to get back with you. If you have a message and you want your voice to be heard and you want to have your own show, check us out at www.onneystudios.com or give us a call at 346-491-5315. One of our administrators will be happy to help you get your journey started. Let's monetize your message and bring your vision to fruition. I want to thank you, J Stu.
Thank you
for letting me get all up in your business.
Thank you for having me.
And I want to thank you guys. You guys make sure you go and find him, follow him, leave us a comment, share it if it's on a shareable platform, subscribe if it's on a subscribable platform, and we'll see you the same time, same place next week. I'm your girl, Onney the CEO. You're now plugged in, tuned in, and tapped in to Outside the Box.